I'd say over the past few months, I've kind of just been going through a lot of changes, ranging from like minuscule differences to like massive work life and career changes. I guess would be the best way to describe that. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go on here and vent a little bit, and if you care, feel free to listen and hang out with me for a little bit. Yeah, man, it feels like it's been an eternity now, but sometime last year, I want to say it was in May, but I don't recall. Maybe it was in July of last year. That actually sounds a bit more accurate. Emergencies outside. Yeah, so sometimes around like July of last year, I just reached a point where I said, you know what? I can't do this anymore. And obviously, that's not 100% true. I could continue going on, but it was an undeniable elephant in the room that I had to address because it was just there. Like it's right there. I can't like look over it. I can't look past it. Its trunk is like lying in my lap, and it got to the point where I just had to go. You know what? Let's do something. Not tomorrow. Not not next week. Yeah. Let's get something moving, right? And due to that, it was not the most planned or calculated event, right? One thing that I would always like stress and suggest to anybody is that if you make a decision, you should probably plan for it, have fail safes, have any sort of alternatives in case things go south. Um, I want to say I had alternatives, but not a comfortable amount because I think the reason for that being because on one hand it's like have a plan, but on another hand it was kind of like don't waste your time somewhere doing something because you don't have a plan yet. And it was kind of just this like this clashing of those two philosophies and concepts and beliefs where I went, okay, I could either wait till I have a plan, which may or may not happen within the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years because you're in this thing that is making it harder and harder to plan. Day by day, you find that like weeks are just escaping you and everything just starts to feel like a blur. So that planning stage felt like it was getting further and further away. But also, you could just sacrifice some time so that in the end you will be um, more comfortable, I guess, and less less up in the air and less gray on the details. I chose to go with the time. The right now taking my time and I'm going home, so to speak, like the ball, like the kid in the ball, right? And there's no regret there. First and foremost, there is zero. I wish I had done this differently, or I wish something had worked out differently, or whatever. I think uh it's more. Hmm. I guess I don't really know where I'm going with this because there's zero regret there, but it does sometimes suck knowing that you made a decision for it to suck and you're just like, okay, here I am. I invited I invited the suck, and here it is. And yeah, there is a bit of frustration there where it's just like, why did you sign up for this? You could have just like accepted accepted life, accepted the current status of everything, and it would just be business as usual. Um, but that's not really what I wanted. Um, yeah, I decided that I wanted something else for myself. And that is what I chose. And that is what I kind of continue to choose up to this point. Going between different avenues and different areas of interest, both financially and artistically, and I guess uh, personal development wise as well. Uh, so exploring these different avenues and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, and going through the range of emotion that comes with success and failure. It's been a roller coaster, to say the least. But what keeps me going is this feeling of opportunity. This idea that, well, because nothing is really like on any sort of like train, like heading any sort of specific way, that I can't get off the train, um because I am at a rest stop for a little bit. I did get off it for a little bit. I can find a new train to hop on and just head that way. I just need to make sure it's the one that I'm choosing and not the one that I'm being forced into due to like stress, emotion, or like a time scarcity sort of a deal. So yeah, that's kind of where I find myself. I find myself just uh planning, collecting thoughts, and just figuring out where that train is going, when to hop on it, what sort of luggage to bring with me, what to keep at where I used to be, to keep whatever I don't need out of my way, and to just get on and get moving. That is is where I find myself. And the hardest part is the decision. Um, I've already made them, but now comes the itinerary. Now comes time to figure out when to do what and how long to do it, and like what those things are going to cost you in the long run. What sacrifices are you going to have to make so that this trip is going to go smoothly? And if you ever made an itinerary, I think you know how that can immediately go off the rails. Like one little thing can set the itinerary just completely off, and you're like, okay, well, all right, we won't be able to make that appointment. Won't be able to make that one. Okay, cool. Now let's see if we can fill that time with something else, since we're like ten minutes off, or 2 hours off the itinerary. So now we gotta fill that time with something else. So that's my roundabout way of saying, yeah, it's just been a lot of unexpected hiccups and obstacles. But that's just what they are. They're simply obstacles, and something that can be overcome, something that can be um, hopped over or broken through. And that's pretty much what I'm finding here. Uh, Everything with my my channel. I'm really enjoying this YouTube space and reacting to content. Just absorbing content. I'm really enjoying Vinland Saga. I keep saying I'm going to get into these, like doing these live streams, and sort of just talking to the people, and seeing who tunes in, and just getting that avenue opened up more or less. And yeah, it's a time of uncertainty, but I think in many ways I feel as though I should be afraid, but I'm not. I I have full confidence in the idea that through positivity, through sheer determination, calculated planning, commitment, determination. I think I already said that. Dang it, trying to throw in extra words there. Caught me. I'm thinking that through all that, that there is not a shred of possibility that something good doesn't come out of it. And I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. So I guess what does next look like as far as the way I envision it? I'm really excited to learn more about linguistics. Um, I've always had a fascination with language. I've been studying Japanese for about 5, 6 years now. Um, some speed bumps and roadblocks with that, but that's still going amazingly. I'm still enjoying it. So we have like the Japanese language learning. We have the linguistics courses I'm going to be taking soon, very soon, as soon as I can get this sorted out and planned and ironed out in a way that makes sense and is not rushed in any way. So there's that. There's tackling unforeseen financial burdens. That is fun, and I'm sure everyone out there can kind of relate to that to some degree, at the very least. Um, so there's these things. There's the YouTube, which I'm hoping to be more involved with, but also be more open in this sort of way and kind of just connect and start those conversations. Because really the biggest point of it is that, and the reason why I became dead set on making this an anime based channel is because in the way I interpret these things, the way I interpret anime as a medium, it has always been this medium that you can learn something from on a deeper level consistently, where there's always a life lesson to be learned. You just gotta either read into it or sometimes it's just right there in your face. And that's been the general I guess direction I wanted to take this thing, but I haven't always done the best job of putting that at the forefront. So I'm looking to do that a little bit more going forward. Speaking about these moments, relating these moments, and absorbing these moments and discussing these moments, because sometimes you don't really see the treasure or the gold in these situations until somebody else goes, no, actually this is what I got out of it, and it helped me in that particular situation. This is something that I saw that was like not even a point of it, but it maybe wasn't even the creator's point of it. But sometimes we can read into these things that happen in these different pieces of art, and they mean something to us that don't necessarily mean something to another one. And it'd be interesting to kind of get into that and hear those stories and to connect in that deeper sort of a way through by way of anime. I'm excited for it. I look forward to continuing along with this as much as I do everything else. And yeah, so it's always good to just hop on here and just kind of discuss everything. Not only to like vent, but also to get these works sort of organized and out there, and even sometimes just to speak them into existence. So yeah, made it this far. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, I'll catch you on the next one. Later.